Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Shaunneka. If you are new here, I'm so glad that you stumbled upon my page. If you do enjoy my content after having done this video, please go ahead and like it. And if you feel inclined to subscribe, that really helps me know what kind of content to deliver to you. And if you are already a subscriber, welcome back. I am so glad that you decided to check out and do this morning practice with me today. So our practice today is going to be a morning hip flow. So when we get up in the morning, our hips are the tightest and stiffest part of our body. So we really want to be mindful of the poses that we're doing, and we want to take it easy, gradually building up to poses so that we can avoid injury. And really, after having opened your hips, you'll probably feel a lot happier for your day. So my intention is that you have a little bit more pep in your step and that this practice really sets you up for a great day. So we'll go ahead and get started right away with a cat-cow. So finding yourself in a tabletop position, making sure your shoulders are in line with your wrists and your knees are in line with your hips. Just go ahead and glance through the gateway of your thighs. Just make sure you cannot see your heels or your feet. So we'll just take a few cat-cow here. On an inhale, your belly will drop and your chin lifts. Inhale. And exhale to round through the spine, chin to chest. So really spread those shoulder blades nice and wide. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. So now, go ahead and bring your spine back to a neutral position. We'll just go ahead and add some movement into our cat-cow. So you can bring your big toes to touch for this one and maybe bring your knees a little bit wider if that feels good. So on an inhale, you want to imagine you're pulling your wrists towards your kneecaps and stick out your bum. So inhale, belly drops, chin lifts, but really pull those palms towards your knees so it almost feels like your bum is trying to touch the back of your head. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to send your bum back towards your heels. Really pulling your hands towards your kneecaps and then round through the spine, coming all the way up, maybe bringing your shoulders a little bit beyond your wrists. Inhale, arch the back, lift the gaze. And exhale, send the bum back towards the heels. And round. Two more like this. Really important here that you're drawing your shoulders away from your ears. Last one here, exhale. And just bring your hips to settle down. And we'll take a child's pose. So you can stack palm on palm and let the forehead rest. Take one more inhale here. And just let it go. Inhale, lift the gaze. Push your hands back into the mat and find yourself back in your tabletop position. We will be making our way into a downward facing dog, but we will be utilizing the block after. So just go ahead, grab your block, and you're just going to place your block about halfway down your mat. You'll be able to adjust it after. So let's go ahead, find our tabletop position. From this position, tuck your toes under, and you're going to pick up your knees. From this position, you want to bring your thigh and your belly to touch, or your thighs and your belly to touch. Once you have this position, you want to keep your belly on your thighs while straightening your legs. So you're trying to really push your bum up towards the ceiling, keeping the belly locked to the thighs. For 3, for 2, and 1. From here, you can gently lower your heels all the way down to the mat. And just readjust if need be. Pedal it out left and right. Find your base. Let's go ahead. We're going to come up high onto our tippy toes. Turn all 10 heels. Well, you only have 2. Let's go ahead and turn your heels to the left. Bring your heels to the mat and bend your knees. Stick your bum out and then spider your right fingertips more towards the top of the mat and reach. So as you stick out your bum, you feel a nice stretch in the right side body. Come back through center, other side. So drop both heels to the right. Bend your knees, stick out your bum, and then spider your left fingertips closer to the top of the mat. Coming back through center. Drop the left heel and inhale the right leg to lift. Bend the knee and open up the hip. So while you're here, you're really thinking about opening the knee towards the ceiling. For 3, feeling a nice stretch through the back of the left hamstring. 2, and 1. So from here, come up high onto your left tippy toes, and you're going to draw your right knee in behind your right tricep, and then angle your right foot behind your left wrist. So this is where you're going to need to adjust. So shimmy your left foot back if need be, and then bring the block so that when you come down, the block is directly underneath your right hip. So once you have that, go ahead and lower. So your right hip comes to the block, and then just look back at the left leg and readjust as needed. You're going to keep your left toes tucked under for this. Spider your fingertips in front of you and flex your big toe towards your knee. So inhale, pull your right foot towards your left kneecap. It'll help you straighten out through the hips. Inhale. And exhale, coming down onto your forearms or staying right here. Nice deep breaths. So this version of pigeon makes it more accessible for a morning practice, especially because we're a lot stiffer. And less prone to injury, pushing ourselves. 2 more breaths. Let's take a nice big inhale and let it go. Pushing back up onto your palms. With your left toes already tucked under, pick up your left knee and step back with the right. Ooh. Noticing any differences from side to side. And then just go ahead and just move your block to the left side of your mat. And again, we will readjust if need be. So let's go ahead and do the other side. So inhale the left leg to lift, bend the knee, and open up that hip. So you're really thinking about opening the knee towards the ceiling, feeling a nice stretch through the right hamstring. For 3, 2, 1. Come up high into your right tippy toes. You're going to bring this time your left knee behind your left tricep. Once you have your left knee behind your left tricep, angle your left foot, left shin, so your left foot comes behind the right. You might need to shimmy your right foot back so that your left hip comes down onto the block. So again, just making sure your foot is flexed to protect your knee. Your right toes are tucked under. Imagine you're pulling your left heel towards your right foot. Inhale, square off through the hips. Staying here or coming all the way down. We carry so much tension and stiffness in our hips. This is a really good practice. Really just make us a little bit happier for our day. Two more breaths. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. And let it go. Lift the gaze, push into the palms. With your right toes already tucked under, pick up your right knee and step back with the left foot. And just pedal it out here. You can move the block off the mat. So let's go ahead from here and tippy toe our way to the top of the mat, really thinking about drawing your belly to your thigh. Taking nice, slow, mindful steps. From here, draping the belly on the thighs, slight bend in the knee, palms face up, just let the head drop. You can make fists, place them in the eyes of your elbows for added weight. Sway from side to side. Let's take a nice big inhale here. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Dropping the hands to the mat. Just heel toe your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees and bring the arms up to chair. Inhale. Exhale, imagine you're holding sandbags in your hand and your hands are really heavy. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Last one. And exhale, just forward fold. Bend your knees and come to sit on your bum. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Bring your hands to the outside of your ankles. Inhale, Lift up through the chest, draw the shoulders away from your ears and down the back, and arch your spine. Inhale. And exhale, lean forward and come down any amount. If it helps, you can always keep a hold of the grip on your feet. One more inhale. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Lift the gaze, and coming all the way back up, go ahead and close the knees. You're going to wrap your arms around your kneecaps, and we're just going to rock and roll here. It's a really nice way to massage the spine. If this feels uncomfortable for you, you can always place a pillow behind you and roll as much as you can. So let's go ahead, wrap your arms around your knees. You're just going to rock back. Just do this maybe 3 more times. Last one here. Bringing your feet onto the mat. We'll just go ahead and lower all the way down to the mat. Bringing your feet as wide as the mat. Arms out to a T. Just go ahead and drop both knees to the right. Come back through center. Drop both knees to the left. Come back through center. And extending your legs straight down onto the mat for your Shavasana. And as I mention every class, always taking these moments to listen to what's happening on the inside, but also to show yourself some gratitude for practicing, and also taking this time to set your intention for the day. I recently came across this quote that really stuck with me, and I've been saying it to myself. I just find that there's so much power in this quote, and I'll share it with you. And it's very simple. The quote is, "I am the head and not the tail." I just find those few words so powerful. Maybe there's a quote that you constantly recite. You can bring that to mind. So feeling free to stay here for as long as you'd like. I hope you enjoyed this morning's practice. I hope you have a little bit more pep in your step today. And I will see you next time.